What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. On today's video, we're going to be unboxing some new Funko Pops, Harry Potter and Stranger Things Funko Pops, to be precise. Alright guys, welcome back to another Funko Pop video. As I said, we're going to be unboxing some of the new Harry Potter and Stranger Things Funko Pops on today's video. These were all part of a larger, well, I say a larger order, it was actually multiple orders from Funko Shop, FunkoEurope.com, but I've decided to actually group these two popular franchises together in today's video, and we'll unbox everything else next week because I do have some more Funko Pop parcels on the way from the Funko Shop, FunkoEurope.com, so we'll do that in like one big massive haul video. So let's waste no further time and check out our first Funko Pops, which are going to be Gilderoy, Lockhart and Dobby from Harry Potter, forming part of the 20th anniversary celebration of Chamber of Secrets. Yes, it's been 20 years since the movie came out, 2002. Does that make you feel old? Here is the back, which shows the other two figures that they released in this wave, Harry and Hermione, which we did pick up, I want to say a couple of weeks ago now, but yeah, for whatever reason, those two came out on the Funko Shop first, and then Dobby and Gilderoy followed after. And so we'll start with everybody's favourite elf, one of the most beloved characters in the series. I am, of course, talking about Dobby. If I'm not mistaken, this is just the second Dobby pop we've had. Like I said, I could be mistaken on that. If I am, as always, do correct me in the comment section below. But I know the other Dobby that I have is of him holding the sock, whereas this one is of him opening Tom Riddle's diary with the sock on it when, like, Harry tricks Lucius to essentially set Dobby free. It's like a pretty cool scene right at the end of the movie. I guess that is a major spoiler actually technically, but come on guys, it's 20 years old like I did say. We're kind of getting around to the back where there's not really a lot of detail going around, to be perfectly honest. It's just Dobby in those like grotty, I was going to say robes, I don't know, it's almost like a nightie if you ask me. We've got his ears prominent there at the back. Let's swing back round to the front though, because that's where most of the detail is. Dobby looking very kind of that mixed emotion, right? Even though he was obviously like absolutely happy, elated that he was free, it was almost like the shock of it, and I guess they've captured that quite well, I think, there on his face. But the diary has some pretty cool detail on it as well. We've got the stab wound there from the basilisk fang, as well as the sock being opened up. I did actually check the bottom, if you guys were wondering. There's nothing on like the front of the diary, although was there actually something on the front of the diary anyway? It's not coming to me. Even though I did watch Chamber of Secrets, like, I think back in August with my godson, I can't entirely remember, to be perfectly honest. But this guy I definitely remember, and he probably can't say the same thing about himself. That may be another little bit of a spoiler, but I won't go into it. I am, of course, talking about Gilderoy Lockhart. He was brilliantly played by Sir Kenneth Branagh. I love the Funko Pop here. It's even captured that kind of like arrogant stance, for lack of a better term, you know, but it's got his green outfit, the cape to the side, he's holding up his wand, he's got the gloves, the hair. They've done a really good job, I feel, on this Funko Pop. I mean, the character, he's only in the Chamber of Secrets, but he's very memorable. I think mainly because of Sir Kenneth Branagh's performance, but like I've seen a lot of things where people say he's like technically one of the most evil characters in the series, and he is when you think about it. Like his crimes of like taking people's memories, like he's ruined countless people's lives, right? And like it's just horrible. And yeah, I can see why some people say in a lot of these like the worst characters in Harry Potter, even though he was only in it for like the second movie, the second book, and then he doesn't, at least I don't think he shows up again, does he? No, I don't think he does off the top of my head anyway. Again, if I am wrong, someone will correct me in the comment section below. But yeah, just in terms of those characters, just because he doesn't really have anything to necessarily do with Voldemort, he's always kind of forgotten about. But what he did was terrible. Like I said, he ruined people's lives. But yeah, I do love the Funko Pop. I did love the performance, and I'm really, really happy to add this one to my Harry Potter collection. And sticking with Harry Potter, I got two of the new Hogsmeade Deluxe sets. First up here, we have Neville Longbottom with Honeydukes. They're always called like with Honeydukes, but I kind of feel it's like outside Honeydukes, right? But I get it. The figure is coming with like the like Pop Town, Pop whatever. These are definitely, yeah, they are Pop Deluxe. I was about to say, are they Pop Towns? And the other one we have here is Remus Lupin with the Shrieking Shack. That was a bit of a mouthful. Shrieking Shack. She sells seashells on the seashore. That was always pretty difficult for me to say. Is it difficult for you guys to say? Let me know in the comment section below, even though it has nothing to do with the Funko Pops. There are two others. What is it? Albus Dumbledore outside, or with Hogshead, I think that's what it's called, right? I'll put images up of those ones, and it is also Madame Rose Murta, is that how you pronounce her name? With the three broomsticks. I'm really losing my speech here at the moment. Definitely shouldn't have tried that rhyme. Those are the other two that you can get in the sets. I think the Albus one is now on funkoeurope.com. It just wasn't when I ordered these other two, so I will be grabbing that as well as the other one as soon as that releases as well. And so we'll start with Neville Longbottom with Honeydukes. This is part of the new Deluxe Hogsmeade sets that they are releasing. They of course did all the Diagon Alley ones. We actually checked out each Diagon Alley one in a video, I think it was a month or two ago. Be sure to check that out. There is a link to it in the corner. But yeah, Neville with Honeydukes here. Honeydukes was like the sweet shop. Hogsmeade was like the place that they visited. I think it was like away from the castle, and they typically visited it at Christmas and things like that, if my memory is serving me right. And Honeydukes was of course the sweet shop. You can see Neville there. He's got his earmuffs on. That is pretty cool, and he is holding some kind of lolly or ice cream or sweet or whatever it is. I'm sure it does have a name, because there were like a ton of names for different sweets and things. I do remember like the chocolate frogs and things like that. Those booger sweets, whatever, they had a specific name. So I'm sure that thing that he's holding does have a specific name. Again, if someone does know, please do let us know in the comments section below. As with the Diagon Alley figures, you can also remove the the figure itself, the character itself, so you can see a little bit more of the shop. Similarly with the Diagon Alley ones though, the one thing I am a little bit disappointed with is it's just like yellow windows. I kind of feel, could we have had stickers or something that they popped on where you actually got to see a little bit more inside the shop, because we do see like a bunch of sweets and things inside the shop, throughout the movie, right? So I kind of felt they could have done that, but it's otherwise fairly cool. I love the snow at the top, how it's kind of coming down off the roof. We've got the Honeydukes signs, the two above the window, whatever, the awnings, is that the correct word? I don't know if that is the correct word, but you know what I mean, above the windows, and then the sign above the door as well. I can't quite make that out. What does it say? Homemade sweets, I think it just says. Honeydukes, some detail there a little bit on the door, and we do have the kind of Honeydukes again, I don't know what that's called. It's like the sign that kind of flaps in the wind, right? Again, I'm sure there is a more technical term for that, but it is otherwise pretty cool. And then next up, guys, we have Remus Lupin with the Shrieking Shack. I really do struggle to say it. I want to say Shrack after I say Shrieking, but again, it is pretty cool. I do love the scar work there on the face of the figure. He is in his suit. I mean, these, I guess, aren't part of the Chamber of Secrets 20th anniversary, right? Because Remus didn't rock up until the third movie, the third book, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I can't remember if you saw the Shrieking Shack, again, struggling to say that, in Chamber of Secrets. Again, like I said, I watched it not too long ago, but I honestly can't remember. Did they even go to Hogsmeade, though, anyway, in the second one? Again, I can't remember. There's no point probably dwelling on that because we'll be here forever. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool figure. Again, like I said, the scars on the face, holding the wand. He is in his teacher's suit there. And if we remove the figure and just take a look at the Shrieking Shack, there we go, that was a bit better. It does look pretty eerie. The boarded up windows, we've got some of the snow coming off the roof and some of the other boarded up windows up top, as well as the bit above the door there. Not really much else going on, but I guess the Shrieking Shack, the whole purpose of it was, back in the day, that's where they sent Remus when he was turning into a werewolf. What was the actual term? Lycanthropy? Is that how you pronounce it? Obviously he turns into a werewolf at the full moon, and that's where they would send him. I can't remember her name now, the nurse, Madam something, whatever her name is. She would take him when he was at school, and this is where he would stay, and yeah, when he would turn into a werewolf, and then once he transformed back, they would obviously return him to school. And yeah, I read a little bit about the thing where it said it's shrieking because there screams and things from it, and the legend is known that no one goes in there. Are there ghosts in there? Or the things, I think the ghosts from Hogwarts themselves are too scared to go in there, but that's what it was. The Shrieking is essentially Remus, when he turned into a werewolf, and because he can't bite anyone, kill anyone, whatever, that savage thirst that he has, he ends up scratching himself and biting himself and whatnot, and causing himself to scream, right? That was the whole legend behind the Shrieking Shack. And now we have one final Harry Potter figure to show off. It is the Funko Shop exclusive glow-in-the-dark Harry Potter with the Floo powder. If you guys were wondering on the back, it is just those same figures, but this does form part of the 20th anniversary celebration of the Chamber of Secrets, because this does actually happen in the movie and in the book. And this is the scene when Harry is with the Weasleys and they need to travel to Diagon Alley to pick up their school supplies for the year, and they throw the Floo powder into the fireplace and it travels, like it transforms them to Diagon Alley, and Harry of course says diagonally instead of Diagon Alley, and it like shoots him diagonally into, I can't remember the name, it's like is it Nocturne Alley? I think that's what it was called, right? Nocturne Alley, just off of Diagon Alley, and then Hagrid eventually kind of rescues him from all of the like unscrupulous characters. But it is a pretty cool pop. I mean, we're at the back here now. You do see the green flames that come up as they like throw down the powder. I guess it's like midpoint of the transformation, because like the green flames like shoot all the way up, right, and that they're then like transformed. It's almost like they go up in a green flame, right? But we have some flames there on the back of the cape as well. As we swing back round to the front, he's holding his hand out as he's dropped the Floo powder down. Yeah, no, he is wearing his glasses, of course, because they actually end up breaking, don't they? When he like transforms. Is transforms the right word? I keep saying transforms, like transfers maybe is actually a better word. Transports is a much better word. There we go. I don't know why I was saying transforms all the time. So he transports to Nocturne Alley, it breaks his glasses, and Hermione then sees him and ends up fixing his glasses once again. But yeah, I love the green flames around. And the really, really cool thing, guys, is this glows in the dark. That's why I saved it for like the final Harry Potter figure. Let's check out that glow now. All right then, guys, here we go. And diagonally, look at that. Some very, very vibrant green glow there on the flames. Yeah, very, very cool. Alright guys, it's now time to move on to the latest wave of Stranger Things Funko Pops, and I picked up 5 of them. Here they all are, if I can fit them in the shot. We have 11 Mike, Erika, Argyle, and the Demobat. Unfortunately, I did miss out on the exclusives. The Robin and Nancy 2-pack went very quick. The Argyle with the pizza truck went very quick. And then, like, those dropped before. And then the 3-pack of, what is it, Steve, Robin, and Vecna. I also missed out on that, like, literally by seconds, because I did add it to my cart, went to check out, and then it, like, was sold out before I could check out, which was a bit annoying. I'm going to have to pick those up at some point. The other annoying thing is that Pop Culture did have the Nancy and Robin 2-pack and the Argyle with Pizza Truck, but they've now disappeared all of a sudden. I guess when people missed them off the Funko shop or FunkoEurope.com, they then went to Pop Culture, and so they've all now disappeared. The 3-pack is still available on Pop Culture if you guys did want to grab it. I think I am going to have to grab it sooner rather than later, because it probably is going to disappear, although I think you can still get the Steve and Robin, like the separate figures. They're still on there on Funko Shop on FunkoEurope.com. And I was always taught ladies first, so let's start here with Erika, who I guess showed more of her nerdy nature. Is that a good way of putting it here in Season 4? All of these from Season 4. I probably didn't have to spell that out, but they are from Season 4, and this is Wave 2. They released the first wave early, and we did show a bunch of those off it was quite a few months ago now, after Season 4 had finally dropped. But yeah, like I said, this was her in her more like nerdy nature. She played like a bit of D&D as well, when she had to replace, I think it was her brother, right, Lucas, because he was in the basketball game. But yeah, some really nice detail on the figure there with a dress, like floral print dress. I guess, was it leggings on the bottom, trainers as we're going around, the heart earrings. She has some bows in her hair, if you guys can make that out. And I do love the backpack here of My Little Pony. The fact that it has got a print of My Little Pony is really, really cool. I guess it could just be like a colourful pony, but we know it's My Little Pony because she talks about it in the show. Yeah, just a really cool addition. A really cool addition, actually, like in terms of the character to the show as well, as an addition to a Funko Pop. She's very, very cool. I love her like sassy ways and whatnot. Yeah, very cool character and a very cool Funko Pop. And next up, guys, we have 11 with her diorama. I do have to say, I felt the hairstyle and the outfit was like really bizarre, but I guess that's what 80s fashion, 80s hairstyles was all about. As I said, this is her with her diorama. It's what she created as part of a school project. I can't actually, what was it, Heroes? Was it something? I think it was something like that. I can't entirely remember, even though I did watch the entire season not so long ago. But yeah, I think it's something like, yeah, like I think it was Heroes, and she always said her dad was a hero, which of course was Hopper, which I guess was like her adopted father. And then it's of the like little cabin that they lived in. There is some nice little detail on there. But yeah, not really too much else going around the back. As we can see, she had like that bizarre outfit. We've got some clips in the hair. She does have a backpack on there at the back, but yeah, nothing else really too much going on. But still, I think it is a pretty cool pop. It's from, I guess the moment isn't iconic, but it's quite like a sad moment to an extent, like, you know, in terms of what Eleven's going through in the season, so it's still quite an important moment, and I think like a really good choice for a Funko Pop. And next up, guys, we have Mike, and I absolutely love this Funko Pop. The outfit was absolutely bizarre when he rocked up in it. I actually burst out laughing. Very, very colourful, like a holiday outfit from the 80s, I guess, right? Short shorts, you know, the like a shirt with a t-shirt underneath. But what are those hats called where it exposes your scalp? I can't really wear them because I literally have no hair, so my head would just burn in the sun if I was to wear one of those. The glasses as well. Yeah, it's just very, very cool. Holding the flowers, the sandals. We've got his watch there. Some really nice detail on the Funko Pop as we go around there. He also has a backpack, but nothing else really going on at the back. It is, of course, when he rocks up. I think, are they in California? I think that's where Will and Elle and all those guys have moved to, I think, right? I think it's Cali, and then he ends up visiting Elle there, and yeah, that's what he rocks up in at the airport. Just very funny, very cool, and I think they've captured that Funko Pop really, really well. And next up, guys, we have Argyle. As I said, I did miss out on the Argyle with Pizza Van. I will try and get that at some point. Just hope not to pay like an horrendous price for it. I hope it maybe does restock. But yeah, again, another really cool Funko Pop. He was a new character added. A fairly popular new character, not the most popular, though we won't really go into that because it probably make people a little bit sad. But again, I think they've done a really, really good job with this Funko Pop. I love the sneakers, is that the correct term for them? They almost look like Vans, right? And you got the design on them. He's got his hands in his sort of baggy jeans. We are going round now at the back here where, yeah, it's really just his hair coming down. Again, I always say, like, Funko Pops don't have a lot of detail at the back unless there's something specific to the character. I don't know, like a Boba Fett jetpack, for instance. So let's swing back round to the front where most of the detail is. There, again, one of those hats. Again, I don't know what they're called. Someone do let me know in the comments section below. I'm sure there is a correct term for those. Surfer Boy Pizza. He's got the Surfer Boy Pizza t-shirt. He's got like a pendant. Was it a skull pendant? You can't really tell there. Or was it a tooth? Maybe it was a shark tooth, actually, right? Now, like I said, I'm pretty certain it was California. He, of course, was a major stoner. I think the actor as well is attending a Comic-Con here in the UK quite soon. Is it For the Love of Sci-Fi? Is that the one he's going to be at? I know Dacre Montgomery, who played Billy, Cara Bueno, who plays Karen, Mike and Nancy's mum is going to be there, so great opportunities for that 2-pack to be signed. And I think Mr. Clark, the actor that plays him, is also going to be there, so some pretty good opportunities. I'm not actually going to be heading there because we are heading to Liverpool Comic-Con this weekend. I went to MCM Comic-Con a couple of weekends ago. Obviously, Christmas is coming up. You know, it's just a bit too much expenditure, but there are some great guests at that For Love of Sci-Fi as well. I think Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren are also going to be there, as well as Mads Mikkelsen. A great lineup, but yeah, sadly, I won't be going to that one. But yeah, it's still like a really, really cool Funko Pop. I got a bit off track there with the design in it. Really do enjoy it and happy to add it to that like massively ever-growing Stranger Things collection. And our final pop to look at, guys, is the Demobat, and this looks absolutely nothing like a Funko Pop, that kind of big head. Well, I guess it has got a little bit of a bigger head, right? But it's not like its wings, it's like a weird body. It's nothing like a traditional Funko Pop, but it is still really, really cool on a base here, like propping up, almost like a snake-like, right? I don't know if they could have done it where it was more like in a flying motion. Maybe they could have done it, but it still is a really cool one. In fact, speaking of the base, I don't know if you guys did notice, all of the 4 characters we just showed off all had bases, which I thought was pretty interesting. Normally, it's only like the female or dainty like figures that come with bases, but the Mike and Argyle ones also had bases as well. I don't know if that's a thing they are now doing with Stranger Things Funko Pops. But yeah, guys, very, very cool. I love the wingspan there at the back. Some really nice detail on it as we come back round to the front. Yeah, just look at that evilness there in the mouth. It's like a mouth in a mouth, almost like alien-like, right? He's also got, is that like his eye at the top? I don't know what that's all about, that like weird hole type thing, eye, nose, I'm not too sure. But yeah, very, very freaky, but also very, very cool. So those were the new Harry Potter and Stranger Things Funko Pops that I picked up. As I said, I have got more to pick up in both those collections, and something does tell me hopefully that those collections will be added to in the future. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below. What Funko Pops have you guys picked up recently? And as always, we have plenty more content on the way for you guys. The next 2 videos will be part of our Naruto Kaio unboxings. In tomorrow's video, we open up the Tier 3 Wave 1 blister pack, and then Saturday's video, we open up the Tier 4 Wave 1 box. We have more Funko Pop unboxings, as I said. I've got more Funko Pops coming in next week, as well as the ones that are sitting over there to show off, so we'll do a massive haul video. As I said as well, we will be attending Liverpool Comic Con this weekend. I've got a whole bunch of Funko Pops to get signed. We're going to do some Funko Pop hunting, both at the con and in the city, so plenty of Liverpool content dropping next week as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all of that and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe. Hit, click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.